Re.creation. We're a design studio from South Africa, Pretoria specifically. We specialize specifically in designs and not necessarily just fashion.
So basically we're from Pretoria, all of us. Some of us are like from the same primary school, then some of us the same high school basically.
We came from Sunnyside Primary and they come from like the
Littleton Primary.
yeah.
And then we just met.
We all met in high school.
Yeah, high school.
Yeah. But that was me through them. We met. We went to the same high school, Littleton Manor High School, and since he was my friend, so it was sort of like linking.
I met them through him.
Yeah, we like used to dance. We had something in common that brought us together. Like we're sharing something in common. We're dancing, so let's get together. And through that relationship, we became stronger from there.
New water not the same. Let me drink and tell you how it tastes. Yeah. When I'm in it, I just cannot take a break.
None of us are studying fashion. Fashion is more of a passion of ours that was acquired towards our late teens, and it's something that we're really taking serious now. Yeah, that's that.
And with that, we can actually influence the youth with our style. We've got something very authentic. So we've got different styles. So we put them together and make it like a combo, and we come up with one authentic styles. Different styles together to make one. So we're all different.
She said, keep in mind, this is not a race, no. I don't wanna hear no questions about my ex. It's in you.
We always dressed up, right?
Yeah, before like we started designing, it was a thing of being involved in blogs a bit. There was a moment there where we really liked blogs. I like Scoop Makantini's blog a lot.
Tumblr to be specific.
Tumblr to be specific.
Yeah, Tumblr.
So from there on out, it was a thing of every weekend we started dressing well. Whenever we go to this event, whenever we go to that event, and it became continuous until this
Became us.
until it became us.
But as we started, we never took it serious. We just always used to look good. Then people started to appreciate and be like, hey yo, I like the style. And started noticing
we
the
just
change.
always been around like that culture, the youth and everything. And before, I'd say we were more or less all over the place.
Yeah.
And then until we like got it like centralized, and now this is like where it's
We found
actually-
ourselves.
We started to recognize that we influential in a way, so we took it more seriously.
After I had to flip the page, yeah. When I'm in it, I just cannot take a break. When I'm in it, I just...
Take this one. Like, I think all of us, none of our parents wanted us to do this. You get me?
Yeah.
So that built like a hunger. When you can't get something, you want it more. You get me? So that built. We had the passion initially, so we just
Went for it.
yeah.
And I guess it's also a thing of seeing people do what they love and making money from that, and us then realizing we could do the same, and then doing that.
It started off as us being fearless as a group, we started wearing different things, being authentic, being abstract, leaving our comfort zone, wearing a skinny jean. When we started, it was funny. It's funny, like people used to laugh at us and be like, dude, what are you wearing? But you start to believe in the product so
Colorful
much.
skinny jeans.
Yeah.
That was back in grade 7.
Back in grade 7, I was still in primary.
Way
And as time went on, like people started to catch on and they started dressing the same way as we did. So we started to see that, hey, yo, we've got power. We're kind of influential in a way. So we started taking it a bit to the head, but it started building on from there.
I just accelerate.
It officially began last year, June. Officially as a business, but the concept was birthed matric August. That was 2015 August. That's when the concept was born, and we only started with operations last year. Yes.
Never slow it down, never slow it down. Never take a break, accelerate.
I would say
Understanding the fact that what you are taught is not necessarily what you get. So we have this ideology about how business works and how we should go about it, and it's not the real case. One thing about business is that you learn as you work, and we all have our own paths as to how we need to go about business, and that's the most important thing that we learned.
Okay. I would say know what you want when it comes to business. Like, there's certain steps that you need to take to get to the end picture. So once you know what you want, you know there's step one, there's step two. So you start doing those steps as a process, then you'll get to the end picture. You cannot skip steps. You can do it faster, but you have to do those steps, go through everything.
Yeah, well, what I learned by business is that I'm more of an artsy person, so business is teaching me discipline. So I've just learned discipline.
Accelerate, never slow it down.
Our biggest milestone is what I think we're currently going through. Our current online store at just .com, and the current range that we just designed. That was our biggest milestone, because we actually sat down last year saying that we need to do this.
Yeah,
and we
it's
went
actually been
through.
something that's been going on like for such a long time. And yeah, now that we actually finally have like the physical thing out now, I'd say that's like really it's just like such a great feeling, you know, as creatives and as artists and designers and everything.
Never slow it down, never take a break.
Overdosing on my drive, I never take a break.
Okay, there's certain things that you need to change. I believe that you need to be active. Like, you can have a plan, you can stick to a plan, but it gets to a certain point where you need to make changes and act upon them immediately. Like, you shouldn't say, this is not working, I need to relax. You need to change the plan immediately and work on it, then you get what you want. That's what I think I've learned. Things have to change if they need to change.
In terms of the online store, just getting the details or all the forms together in one place, that was a bit of a trick, but nonetheless we got that done. So the administration,
Acting on God's will like Independence Day. Chronic got the hood feeling like they Dr. Dre. Trying to feed my patient.
We suggest they do. Well, I'd say it's before you actually go into the whole thing. It's more about like sort of studying like the youth, knowing what the youth wants. So before the whole business thing comes, and once you know like what the youth actually wants, and from your side what you'd actually want the youth to actually be, and then like only then could you like start being confident with yourself. And then once you gain that self-confidence there, I guess that whole process of you just doing things and actually wanting to do things, that process actually becomes much easier, I'd say, from my side.
Understanding the fact that it's more important to focus on being different and not just trying to do the same thing over and over and over again for the sake of doing something. Rather, don't do it.
Don't be afraid
if
to
you're
be
gonna
different.
do the same
Don't
thing.
be afraid to be different.
And I would say, research, guys. It's the same thing that we talk about. Research. The more research that you do, you know where you're going, and you gotta grow as a person. If you don't do research, you'll never get to the picture where you want to be. So you need to do research on what you want to do, how you want to influence the youth, where do you see a gap. You need to actually analyze things in a way and say, there's a market there. How I go about it, do research on that certain thing. So you do it.
Research is actually important because there's that whole connotation that online stores are very technical things, and that it's very difficult to start up. In fact, if you just do research,
It's quite easy.
and
Quite
just
the
get
contrary.
the expertise to talk to and everything. It's we do have these tools now that are online that actually help you, and you'd be surprised actually how simple this actually is.
So I roll a paper trail. Attracts leave you indecisive like his head or tails. I just put you in the past, then I wave my.
Well, I'd say at the level we're still at, like the South Africans, there's online stores are still intimidating for people. Like as soon as now I see whole banking details, whatever, it sort of does scare away people, So I'd say that's sort of like it's a struggle with the online stores.
Also, not being able to physically see the actual garment itself, that becomes a bit of a challenge. So you're seeing something digitally, I didn't say that correct, but anyway. You're seeing something and you don't know how it really looks, how it fits, how would it actually suit you. So now you have to buy this thing and you don't know. So that would be the actual cons, but the pros wise is accessibility. The fact that we can reach people in Cape Town, overseas, wherever we want to reach them without having to take our physical store and putting a physical store there.
And there is this sort of sense of comfortness, like you just having to shop on your own as a consumer.
Yeah.
Like you get time to browse through things, and you know, just have to look at the product and everything.
It works in your favor too because you get things delivered to you. You don't have to go there. You don't waste time. You kind of save time. Time is kind of important now. We don't realize, but we save a lot of time while you can have your music on. You can do so many things while shopping. You enjoy what you're doing.
These days we don't really have time to really go to the mall and chill and buy and window shop. We want to get to the next thing.
Storytelling, where were you when we were making sales? Running ecstasy, man, we had to pay the bills. You say you happy?
I'd say that the local consumer support has increased over the past about like 5 years, though I believe that it still can get really better. Yeah.
There's just still that whole thing of like where these whole foreign brands are still dominating in SA, but at the same time there is this whole thing of where we're actually getting more comfortable with our own brands. We're actually starting to see our own brands out there. When you like go to events, we're actually starting to see more of that. So I'd say it's really a good indication of like that now, local brands are actually starting to grow.
Yeah.
And one thing that I've been seeing is that the youth, the youth itself, we want to be different. We all want to be authentic. So there's an opportunity now because everybody's looking for a certain style. We're not trying to dress the same at all. We all want to be seen in our own authentic style. So there's an opportunity right here.
And I would advise like everyone, the youth, like do support your local brands. Like there are some people that are actually doing good things. And I know before it was a thing of like we didn't really trust our own local brands in terms of quality, fits and everything. That's always been a problem. But there are some people out there that are actually putting effort into this. I think like now local brands, ourselves were starting to change. We're really starting like to be on our feet.
But you don't know how it really feels. Try telling Pops how I really feel, but he aborted my presence like he just took.
Well, from my side, definitely I'd say just see more local brands. Like, can we have that brand desire? I'd say in South Africa there really isn't like that thing yet of like having that brand desire of like a local brand.
First and foremost, seeing international brands leave and just seeing local designers only.
For real.
I think
for
just
real.
starting there, that's where I'd like to see it.
Could we like support each other so we grow? Create like a platform where we support all the local brands.
It's not even a thing about being desperate over. We are doing good shit out there. We are doing nice things out there. Like it's quality. We are putting effort in there.
Even from the fashion shows, like not just having 3 main fashion shows, having a variety of things. Whenever you limit things get boring, and I think we just, as the youth, need to all do our own little bit and just add. And that's what I think.
Let's influence, like let's make each other grow. That's what we see in the next 5 years.
Yeah, they basically touching everything I want to say. They're just saying it together. They're literally just doing it. OG. You literally say everything I'll tell you. Like, bro.
The pill, for real. God forgives and I don't need to feed my anger still. Would you hang him still? If you hoping I...
Firstly, I would like to see local brands go internationally. Us getting to influence like
international markets. I think we've already been doing that. It's just that it's not been noticed that international brands such as Balenciaga, every other brand, they always come back to Africa, get reference, go back to Europe, make it, sell it back to us, and it's all good. So just us ourselves taking our own authenticity and then selling it to them direct.
Let's not copy what they're doing. Let's bring our own authentic style to them. Let them welcome us and be like, we like this style. So that's what we'd like to see. Them accepting our style. and we're getting the credit for it because we work very hard in this, you know, guys. It's a lot of
You
work.
do find a lot of those foreign brands, they incorporate these African, you know, cultures,
Yeah.
and a lot of them are getting away with that stuff. And you know what the funny thing is, it's that we ourselves as, you know, South Africans or Africans, we accept that.
Yeah.
We look at it as normal.
Yeah.
We see, oh, maybe a Louis Vuitton do such thing, but because it's Louis, then
We just let it slide.
we just let it slide. You see, I'd say that's like one thing that needs to change.
Choke, then you should get the rope. Better yet, get the rope of Musher and the Pope. Confession booth is brutal, so your seeds and be.
One thing I can tell you is that we're not looking into retail. We're not looking into retail. Though we're looking into more online and more virtual space, visuals, and just being more online.
Everything recreation, basically.
Yeah.
We want everything to be recreation.
Yeah.
Whether it's this cameras, chair, table. Just we're not just a clothing brand.
Yeah.
Beyond that,
Yeah.
Design studio.
We design.
we
Yeah.
design. We influence the youth basically. The youth's gotta be ready for us. We're coming.
And
Creation is more than just a clothing brand.
Yeah.
Basically.
There's more to that, you know, we're still gonna surprise you guys. That's our first project, as we said. Step at a time, but in 5 years there's a lot we're gonna see.
Fruitful.
Aquafina water not the same. Let me drink and tell you how it tastes. Yeah. When I'm in it, I just
www.recreationcreates.com. That's where our online store is. That's where our homepage, where you can get to know more about us, is. And we have a style book there. So that's www.recreationcreates.com. Instagram at re.creation_. And we don't have Twitter, we don't have Facebook. Yeah.
Okay, Instagram is the new ordinary. I'm gonna influence the youth. Like, I'm coming for you guys. You gotta check it out, you know.
Twitter, Lasmo Moti. On Instagram, Tatenda Moti. No spaces. Yeah.
And I'm Sean Hedger everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, Sean Hedger, one word.
Yeah, don't hit me up on social media.
can I take a break? She said keep in mind this is not a race. No, I don't wanna hear no questions about my ex. It's a new chapter, yeah, I had to flip the page. Yeah. When I'm in it, I just cannot take a break. When I'm in it, I just accelerate, never slow it down, never slow it down.